Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I should welcome myself because I keep being gone for like months. I don't mean to be, I've been trying to sit down and record something, but I couldn't do it for like the longest time because I technically fixed my sleep schedule. I didn't really fix it, so I tend to be a night owl, so I mostly don't get tired until very late at night, which is great because it allows me to record and everybody else is asleep. But the problem is that lately I fixed my sleep schedule and I was sleeping a lot earlier. So by the time that everybody else was asleep here, I was also kind of sleepy. And it was hard to like come up with something to do. And even now, I don't really have something as like planned out to do. But I do have some ideas. Like maybe I can do some gaming videos. I was playing Ready or Not earlier, and it's probably not a very good game for ASMR, but I thought it might be a little fun to play it and whisper so that you can watch as I conduct SWAT operatives and yeah, while I whisper and you can just enjoy it. But yeah, it's been pretty stressful since we began the year. Just a lot of crazy shit going on. Oh my god, we really started this year. Like, honestly, I can't even believe it's still January. So, I haven't read much this month. I read the Metamorphosis of Kafka, and I read, I'm trying to read Song of Achilles. I know. Why would I torture myself? This book is so. Honestly, I think it's just the most boring book I have read in a long time. Like, the last time I read something that made me this bored was A Farewell to Arms. And, A Farewell to Arms scared me away from Hemingway. I cannot read Hemingway books anymore. Well, not anymore. So I tried to read A Farewell to Arms, and I didn't finish it. I just had to, like, quit it at one point. I think I got, like, halfway through it. And, oh my goodness, I just couldn't keep going. But, this one is giving it a run for its money because, I don't know, I was promised, like, very beautiful prose, right? And I didn't get it. I didn't get the beautiful prose. To be quite honest, I feel like it's like purple prose, or it's like verging on the edge of being purple prose, and just nothing happens, and the characters are so boring because they don't feel real. Like Achilles and Patroclus, they're just archetypes. They're not really characters. They don't feel real. The romance between them also doesn't feel very real. It doesn't feel. I just don't feel it. I don't feel it. So I'm looking around at my books right now, and I was thinking if I should read something real quick, maybe a short story or maybe some poetry or something. Right now I'm reading. So I read the Metamorphosis because I just got bored with Song of Achilles. So much so that I had to like quit it for a little bit and then read something else. So I read that one, and right now I'm reading Why I Write by George Orwell, which is a very interesting little book. It's just very interesting to like try to think about why the authors of these books, well, lost my train of. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's interesting to me to try and think about the reason why authors write, but not just like why they write a specific piece, more like why they wrote in general, and what made them choose writing as their either career or just the medium that they used to express certain ideas. And I think that's what separates good art from bad art, or in this case, good literature from bad literature. Good literature says something. Bad literature is just written for the sake of it. And you might think there's not many books that are like that, but you would be surprised. Most of the well, I can't say most because I don't really read modern books, because every time I read something that is like new age, more modern, I end up being so angry and so disappointed that I just wasted my time. So instead, I just stick with the classics, and well, humanity has been alive for a long time, and we're not gonna run out of material to read clearly. So I still have a long way to go if I want to finish all of these books. I'm probably not gonna finish them, or not, at least not anytime soon, right? Because I did have to count my books once in the other house, because somebody asked me how many books I had in that one room. So like, I had the room where I slept, my room, and then there was the office slash library, but nobody really used it, so it was kind of like my own little office, and I kept my books there, and I counted up to 316 books, I think, and those were not counting the ones in my room, in like my bedroom. But now all of my books are here, and I don't know how many I have. And yeah, people like ask me like, why do you keep buying them? You keep buying books even though you haven't finished them. Why do you keep doing them? I think it's good to surround yourself with books, even if you feel like you cannot finish them. Maybe to some people it might be overwhelming and like say so many books, be like, fuck, like what do I do? Read first, right? And I definitely get a little bit of that, but at the same time, it reminds you that there's so much that you don't know. And I think that's how I'm going to die. Just being aware that I don't know anything. Which is a little bit of a pain in the ass, because I'm also very, like I want to know the truth, right? But like at this point, there's a point in trying to pursue it where you ask yourself, what even is the truth? And do we even have access to it? And sadly, I think, well, not I think, ironically, I know that we don't know, and that we cannot know, and that we don't have access to absolute knowledge. And why do I know that? That's pretty much the only thing that I can say that I'm certain. I'm certain of my inability to access absolute knowledge. That's a bit of a paradox, though, because then is that absolute knowledge? I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess. But yeah, this is my knife. It's an old timer. This one is my favorite. I gotta get it fixed because I was walking around and I went to the bathroom right when we were moving here, and I came out and the thing got caught on the door, and now the belt clip is like off. And then I started talking about what else. I don't even remember. And then I jumped into sort of like touching a little bit on books and philosophy, literature, all of that. And now I'm just like showing my favorite knives. It's just a little funny. But anyways, this is my favorite one. It's very big as well. It's a Benchmade. And this one is customized. Costume made. I got the specific steel that I wanted for the blade. The pattern, the color pattern, and all of that is my creation. Costume made. This was $500. And I know what you're thinking. You spent $500 on a knife. No, a friend gifted to me. Someone very special gifted me this knife. So much so that I actually called it after her. This is Rochelle. And Rochelle is absolutely amazing. But yeah, this one is my favorite one. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what else to show or what else to do. This might be a little interesting. Did I put it over here? I did. Oh no. I have my laptop over here because I usually, right here where I have the tablet, I record with my tablet and I move my laptop somewhere else so that I can put the tablet down. And in this space, I had to move my laptop to a little night table that I have next to my bed. But I feel like if I pick it up to grab what I was gonna grab, it's going to be pretty loud. I just feel like some shit is gonna go, like something's gonna go wrong, or maybe not. You know, like maybe we can just get away with it. Oh, there you go. I managed. I found this in a local bookstore, used bookstore, and the owner. I'm friends with him. I've seen him sell French books before, and it's funny because a while back I bought La Maison de Papier, and I had seen it like 2 or 3 months before I bought it, but it was there every single time that I went, and nobody bought it, and I was like, does nobody in the city speak French? I don't think that anybody in the city speaks French. There's gotta be somebody that speaks French, right? But not somebody that speaks French and reads French books. So I don't know why he keeps buying them, or he keeps getting French books. This is like fully in French. And I'm starting to suspect that he just gets the French books for me. Because he's like, this little nerd is gonna love the French books. But yeah, I'm not fluent in French, but I can read my way through some books. I also understand it and I can communicate with it, but I understand it better written. If I read it, if I only hear it, it's a little harder to understand. And I think it's because I kind of like shot myself in the foot on that one, because instead of trying to get into speaking it and hearing it, I just jumped into reading it. So now I can read my way through French, but sometimes when I hear people speak French, depending on how fast they speak, and actually also depending on their accent, I may or may not understand what they are saying. So trying to familiarize myself with it a little more. And I'm following pages on Instagram that speak, they're French spoken. And I'm looking for French films to watch with subtitles, but in French, so that I can, like, if I spot a word that I don't know how to say, for example, because I have a big problem with that. A lot of words that I don't know how to say. But yeah, this year hopefully I can also familiarize myself with Italian. I would like to learn Italian, and we'll see how far I can get by the end of the year. And what else have I done this year? I started going to the gym again, which was a terrible idea because my legs are in so much pain right now. But yeah. What else is new for me? In these last 20 days, I haven't been around. I've been writing, and not a lot. Like, I've been sort of neglectful of my responsibilities because I don't know. Like, this has been a very depressing start of the year, and yeah, I don't know how to express it, and sometimes I try to sit down to write a poem or write it out, and the words just don't come to me. So lately, what I've been doing is just journaling, and journaling is really good for you. It's well, at least it is for me. I don't know if it's gonna work for everybody. I know that it's a very good thing to do, and it's a nice habit to have. But for me, for myself, it's been wonderful. And oh my god, I've been like really pissed lately because I've seen like how they've been advancing in AI, and I just fucking hate that they're trying to replace the arts with AI. I saw this video of this girl, AI generated, and it said, "I'm the first AI actress." And like at that moment, I was like, you know what? I changed my mind. I support violence. Oh my goodness. So yeah, but if you know me, I'm very outspoken about my beliefs and my opinions, especially politically speaking. And I do talk a lot about revolution and change and what we as a society can do to strive for a better future. But people tend to think that I'm out here like trying to start a violent revolution, and I've started this piece where I'm writing out basically the entirety of my philosophy when it comes to revolution. And lately I ordered a book that says pretty much the same thing. That is my philosophy. That is, there is no liberation without education. So I think that books, literature, reading, thinking, education, these are the things that are going to set us free. And these are the things that are going to open our minds up. And most importantly, this is what it will show us, that the path cannot be an offensive, violent revolution. I think that violence is inevitable. At one point, it's going to happen. But it's probably best if we leave it as a defensive measure, you know? Than if we just go out and start attacking. Because was right. I think that we can outlast them through education. That the modern man, the modern human, really, can read and educate their way to a position that is past the compatibility with the current system. So we're like no longer compatible with it. We no longer work with it. Sort of like we did with autocracies. We grow past these things, and I think that's what we need to do. We need to grow past this. And of course, once we grow past it, they're going to get mad and they're going to try to put their boots down and try to force it down. But at that point, that's when I think that we need to stand firm and say, yeah, no. But we also need to keep in mind that revenge isn't justice. We can't just start murdering and hanging people and like guillotining everyone, because that's not justice. That's a revenge. And I myself am pretty against death penalty. I think there's like very fringe cases that I would like allow death sentences. For the most part, I think that it's best to just to have these people serve their time. And for a lot of those people, it would be the rest of their life, unless they can show like a miraculous turnaround. But I don't really see that happening. I have enough faith in humanity to allow for that to be a chance, but I don't have enough faith in humanity to think that it's going to happen. At least not in cases that are for people that are too far gone. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video here. Just a quick 25-minute video. And I also wanted to say, in memory of my dog who passed in December. She got sick. It was her heart. She was already old. She had been with us for 10 years. They give us this a little vial with her hair. And it is comforting. I'm sorry. I'm tired. My accent is probably like slipping through. But it is very comforting. Because one of the things that I used to do is that when I was sad, I was like very sad at night and everybody else was asleep, I would go out and just sit with her. And now I can't do that, but I have this, and while it's not the same, it does remind me of those moments that she provided those a little bit of comfort, and that we shared that comfort with each other, because she was a rescue, and they told us that she had depressions. That's how they said it. I'm not sure if dogs can experience depression the same way that we can, but for what I noticed throughout our life with her, there were times where she like seemed very down, and at night sometimes she would like be crying while she was like sleeping. She would be like whining and stuff. And my brother told me once that it's probably because of nightmares. So I don't know how true that is. I don't know how dogs experience all that, and I have no idea, you know. But I think I did offer her the same kind of comfort that she offered me whenever I went out and just pet her for a little bit. So this one is in memory of sweet little Charlotte. We shall keep her memory here. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing a book haul again pretty soon because I have been getting quite a couple books. It's pretty much my Christmas and birthday presents to myself were just books. So I want to be showing those pretty soon, and I hope that you enjoy those. But for now, relaxing nonetheless and that it helped you sleep. If it did, leave a comment and say that I helped you sleep. If you didn't like this video, you can leave a dislike and then argue with me in the comments or something, I don't know. Or just like tell me, hey, shut up, moron, and then just post it. Or, I don't know, if you agree with me, if you disagree, I like to hear like people's thoughts, so let me know. Leave a like, dislike, whatever you like. Subscribe if you would like to subscribe and see more videos like this. I'm gonna be trying to make at least one video a week from now on. I'm really I want to commit to that. And yeah, we'll see if my next videos, what things I can think about doing or talking about. Hope you sleep well.